Hello and welcome to IndianMoney.com's YouTube channel. My name is Fayaz. Whenever we see a movie, whenever we see a situation when there is extreme crisis, when the people are not happy, when there is a lot of violence, when there is a lot of trouble, when there's a lot of mishappenings happening all around the city in the movie, there's always a superhero who comes out of nowhere and he helps people and he takes them out of trouble and crisis and he basically becomes their messiah. But that happens only in movies, because in real life, we do not really get a superhero that helps us, because you are the hero of your own story. And that's the reason why we are making this video, because in this video, we'll talk about how to make your investment portfolio during a crisis. So I hope you will find this video informative and useful. So without a further ado, let's get to the point. So the first thing that you have to do is that you need to stop predictions. You need to stop predicting, forecasting, speculating, because that will not take you anywhere. And some of the biggest investors of the world have always suggested this particular fact and also have stressed upon this particular fact, is that you need to not trade, you don't have to speculate, because speculations cannot help you make wealth. Even Warren Buffett says that, Rakesh Jhunjhunwala says that, Ramesh Damani says that, Rakesh Damani says that investments is the only way to grow your wealth and to become a rich person. And that's how you'll be able to grow your wealth also. And that's the reason why it is suggested, it is recommended that do not listen to any kind of news, any kind of tips that comes to you, and always stick to the basic and follow the simple investment rule of invest in one particular kind of fund and stay invested for long term. The next thing that you have to do is that you need to diversify your portfolio. Maybe putting all your money in stocks is not a good idea. Maybe you have long-term visions for that particular company, but that company, since the market is entirely down, you might not be able to get the most out of it. In that situation, it is always recommended to have diversity in your portfolio. Maybe, for example, if you have 1 lakh rupees that you want to invest, so you can probably put 50,000 rupees worth of money in different kinds of stocks, and you can put another 30,000 rupees in maybe some fixed income sources, maybe some debt mutual funds, maybe some debt-based funds, maybe some sovereign gold bonds, maybe some corporate deposits, maybe some government bonds, etc. And maybe you can put another 20,000 rupees in something which is maybe something like a PPF, or maybe something like an NPS, or maybe something like a Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana, a government-based funds. So in this scenario, in this situation, in this way, you'll be able to diversify your entire portfolio and you'll be able to get the best out of all different kinds of angles and different kinds of options that are available. The third thing that you have to do is that you need to now reallocate your portfolio. Maybe when you started your job, maybe when you started your professional career, that time your vision was different. Maybe that time your income was different. Maybe that time your perspective or your objective about your life goals were different. And now that you have matured a little bit, maybe now that you have a little bit of more professional experience, now maybe your commitments might be different, and that's why you should now change your portfolio as well. Instead of putting a lot of money in equity, maybe now, since it is recommended, it is suggested that when we are young, you need to put a lot of money in equity and maybe a little bit or maybe 30% of that in debt-based funds. And now that you have you're married, you have kids, you have family, you have commitments, maybe you're now in your 30s or 40s. In that case, you have to now keep it balanced. Put 50% in equity and 50% in debt, so that you are able to mitigate the risk and you're able to balance your portfolio in a much more better manner. The fourth thing that you have to do is that you need to always go for quality stocks. If at all you are a person who invests a lot in stock market, and then during crisis especially, there are so many news that come up, there are so many articles that pop on your Instagram and Facebook feed, which tells you that this particular kind of company has given phenomenal returns, 30% return in just 1 week, maybe a 50% return in just a span of 1 year. So whenever we read such articles, we end up investing in those companies, but the fact that we do not really understand is that that particular kind of fund has already given that return. Now, if at all you're putting money, you'll not be able to make profit out of it, because now, just like you, there are so many other people as well who have read that particular article and are now investing in that particular company. So now is actually not the right time to invest there. The right time to invest is always when the stock price is down, when the market is down, when the entire sentiment is low. There's a very popular saying by Warren Buffett who says that be greedy when everyone else is scared, and be scared when everyone else is greedy. So that's how you need to have your investment portfolio as well. And that's how you'll be able to become a person who is a winner in the long run as well. And last but definitely not the least, you need to always ensure that you do not put all your eggs into one basket, and more than that, you need to have some eggs left for you so that you can eat it. I mean, what I'm trying to say over here is that you need to have certain liquidity that you maintain so that you'll be able to meet your day-to-day expenses. Maybe tomorrow, if you lose your job, maybe if there's a medical emergency at your home, maybe there is some kind of other crisis that come up, that pop up in your life, you'll be able to manage it well if at all you have the right kind of liquidity that is available with you. You don't have to break down any of your investments. You don't have to liquidate any of your existing investment, and you'll not be able to get the benefit of compound interest over there. So it's extremely important that you maintain some liquidity, some liquid cash with you. Maybe you can invest it in some kind of bonds, maybe you can invest it in some kind of debt fund, so that you can, whenever the emergency arises, you will be able to liquidate that particular money and take care of that particular expenses. So like this, if you want to learn more about personal finance, career building, farming and business, you can download the Financial Freedom app. There we have made several courses which are available in 6 different languages. There are 55 plus courses that are available on all these topics. So I'm definitely sure that you'll be able to enjoy all these courses. The link of this app is provided in the description box. So let us know your thoughts in the comment section. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon as well, so that you never miss an update from IndianMoney.com. My name is Fayaz and you're watching IndianMoney.com.